Okay, Hatboro Horsham, Happy New Year. Here's the start. Here's the next in the Bass Series, and it's just a which you recognize, I'm sure. And that's just a I'm just going to go through where I'm putting my fingers here because I'm going to have like 4 subsequent things to this where we break down exactly what's happening in terms of the degrees of the scale that we're using to play that. So I'm going to open string 5. This is in the key of A, by the way. I'm starting on string 5 open, so that's a good signal that it's in the key of A. So this song we're playing the key of A, and we go at string 5 open, string 5 fret 4. And then down to the next A, which you know is down at string 3 fret 2. Might hear a little Hamilton in that, but so that's the first 3. 5 open, 5 4, 3 fret 2, and then string 3 open. And then come back to string 4 fret 4, string 4 fret 4, string 4 fret 2, and then string 4 open. And that's what you're playing for that riff. Alternate your picking. So you're going down, up, down, up, down, up. And then the chords of the song are actually pretty good rock progressions. So you have an A, and I'm playing these as power chords, and it starts off in the dirty old part of the city. And then there's this little stab to this G note, which would actually be to a G chord, like that. We'll get to that in the subsequent studies here. So we have of this particular studies of this particular riff that we're playing. So you have in this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, it don't tell me there ain't no use in crime. And then he goes right back into that. And then, my little girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true. And you notice they're pumped hard, a lot more energy in that little, and it goes through the entire verse like that or something. And then, see my daddy in bed. And then he jumps up an octave singing, but you're still playing the same thing. Daddy's dying. See, his hair is turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. He's been working, and then he goes and repeats all. You know, he's been working, and then working, and then you get into this where you do have chord changes. And it's a D, and I'm playing that as a D power chord. I'm not playing string 1, I have that deadened. We gotta get, and then up to this G, and I play that as a power chord right here, where I'm deadening string 5. You know why I'm deadening that? Because it deadens the B note, which is the 3rd in a G chord, G being a D. And I'm deadening that. That makes this a power chord because I have a G and a D down on string 4. So I got, we gotta get out of this G place. And I come to this A power chord, which is just, as we've done so often, playing string 4 and 3, holding them down. And then it goes D. If it's the last thing we, up to this E power chord, ever do, and then to an A, and then D. We gotta get G out of this place. Then it goes to this B minor. Girl, there's a better life. And I think I gave it to you with a G. It goes to a G. I just keep it on there. It's kind of like you sing through that. Well, there's a better life for me and you. Then it goes D, C, D, C, G, A, D, C, G, A. Then right back to that. So there's chords, quick run through. You actually fully play that song now. Measure those chords and try to get them as power chords for these nice hits. And we're going to do other ways. The next one we're going to do is from a different shape. We're working on this shape. This shape of this major pentatonic shape for A. And starting with the A here and using the shape of a, which would be a G chord. If I made a G chord like this and then held it and then barred that, I'd have a G chord. So we call this the G shape, or shape 1 of the major pentatonic scale, starting with this A note here, string 6, fret 5. So next we're going to go to this shape, or this shape of the major pentatonic, but we're going to play it in a different tonality. So we'll get to that next. See.